morning. What are we doing today? Well, first off, we have a dental appointment, but I am probably 30 minutes early for my appointment. But to me, that's being on time. So after the appointment, we're going to pick up and go to a thrift store that's not too far from where the dentist is. My dentist is about 30 to 40 minutes away from my home, but I will follow him anywhere. And this thrift store, it's huge. Huge thrift store. They get a lot of donations, or they do a lot of pickups. So we'll mosey in down there and we will see what we can find. All right, see you in a little bit. So we are at the Goodwill and we are going to pick up our lucky cart, or one that does not squeak. Checking out right up by the carts is the tables for all of their Halloween decorations. These are the Publix people, or the Publix pilgrims. Publix in Florida and in southeastern United States produced a lot of these. They're not in production anymore. They're quite cute and make great table decor. The lights, yes, I did pick up the lights. $3.99, and I think there was like 3 strings in there. I'll show you that at the end of the video. And they have more Halloween decorations. I mean, they are adding to it throughout the day. This was from Dollar Tree, or $1.25 Tree, one of those little carvable pumpkins. It's on special for $3.99. I do like these little trick-or-treat pumpkins, and I think I have probably 6 or 7 of them. I don't need any more. I was trying to make out where it was made, to determine if it was vintage or not, but I did like the face. It was unique. And the little Mickey one was cute too, but it wasn't made in Disney. I don't know where it was made. I didn't see it on the bottom, but it was cute. And they did have a lot of nice, interesting things. You could use these to make a dessert, or maybe a doggy treat. Another Dollar Tree pumpkin. The purple, that was pretty. For $7.99, probably not going to get that. I will leave that for somebody else. Frankenstein hands. Just a lot of, interesting and cute Halloween decor. You just have to kind of look and see what suits your fancy. Oh, it's just half a pumpkin. Like half a pumpkin. I don't know. That was kind of cute, but $14.99, and I think if you zoom in on that, it was like $7.99, the original sticker price. Yeah, so we didn't get that either. But you can see the lights in there. I did end up getting those, but at the end I light them up for you, and they're really pretty. It's just a new green. Okay, we're gonna head back to our favorite department, the collectibles, home decor. First we have to navigate our way through all of these clothes. This is a big store. There's a lot to look at clothes wise. I don't usually look at the clothes. I check out what they have at the front table, and then I navigate back to these aisles here and start looking through all the shelves. This was pretty. It was made in China though, but it really had a nice smooth texture. I thought about it and I did put it in my cart, but eventually I took it back out. These were kind of old-timey stuff, those little statues. I think that pretty swan was missing its bottom, so we put that back on the shelf. Maybe that'll tickle somebody else. Oops, almost knocked that over. Brass. I do like picking up brass. And this was had an enamel painting on it. It was $4.99, and yellow was the sticker of the week. But even at half price, I just left it there. Now, there are still some bargains at Goodwill, and I know I've gone through Goodwill and I've kind of complained about the prices, but prices are going up everywhere. You just have to look and you have to search out. And I think eventually you'll find. Well, I did like that swan if it didn't have its nose broke. Cute little bunny salt and pepper shaker, but I just saw the one bunny. I really need to get my focus in better. There's the Queen of England, but she was missing her hand. I thought you could open it, but no. I couldn't do it with one hand, so I just didn't try anymore. A few more things to look at on this shelf. Try to dig through. These plates have been there. They're collector quilt, quilt plates. They've been there for the last couple weeks. They don't seem to have a market for those, I guess. And this one did have its little beak. Looks like an ashtray. I need to work on my framing. But for the price, I thought I would just go ahead and leave it for somebody else. I'm pretty sure it'll find its new home. Yep, some more little doodads, and this was, oh, just kind of an odd looking little blue and white statue, collectible. Yeah, this shelf had some things that were interesting, and I don't know what this long cat's for. Do you know what goes in there? I have no idea. Maybe earrings? I think it was made in China. I'm kind of a cat person. I could almost buy that, but I left it on the shelf for somebody else. And they did have this giant spoon rest for Magi, $4.99, but it is giant. It was bright and colorful, like for the bouillon, if you remember that, bouillon cubes. So yep, we just keep looking at this shelf and make sure we don't miss anything, because we don't want to miss anything. I thought there might be some potential in this bag of Christmas decorations, but a lot of them were not old, some were newer. Some were a little beat up. So I went ahead and left that on the shelf for the next person to find. A little bit of crackle glass. It seems like everything that is home decor starts out at $3.99. That's their base price anymore, unless it's really tiny. And this bundle of plates, I picked it up. I thought it'd be really heavy, but it wasn't, even for ceramic. But they were kind of cute, and it's hard for me to resist plates, but they're not really big sellers. Those were all chili peppers. I see that now. Okay. I didn't see that then, but that was pretty. This is Mikasa. I don't know the pattern, but a nice, smooth, it felt really good in the hand, creamer. And this was really interesting. I thought it was possibly a hobbyist piece with someone who had a fancy signature. And at first I thought, I don't know. I don't know about that. But I did a little research, and I did decide to buy that. And look, oh, butterflies. Is this hobbyist to you? I'm not sure. I liked it. I liked the drip wear, the drip design. It almost reminded me of, what is that, Florida? Oh, well, can't think of it, but it'll come to me. But I liked it, so I did put that in my cart, and that will be coming home with us. Well, this was cute and dainty, but it was kind of heavy, and I couldn't really read that, and neither can you, because I don't have it in frame. Things to work on for our next video. This was right there. I thought, why is that just laying right there? Well, I knew 100% that that's going to be something I'm going to add to my uranium glass collection, which I share with you at the end of this video. So stick around for that. And it looks like somebody cleaned out all their Easter egg decor. That was kind of cute. And so, but $2.99, that's not a deal for me. It might be a deal for somebody else, but that's not a deal for me, and that's okay. This was really kind of cute, it had a candle in it, so I thought, no, I'm going to pass. I'm not going to get that. The shelves were kind of crowded. Do have to run really quick through the toy aisle some days, and it's been a while since I found anything that I could flip over here on the toy aisle, but I always Give it a good once over, maybe twice over. Sometimes there are some vintage games, and they have more games on the other side, but vintage games, this one was $5.99, that you can resell the parts to. You don't have to sell the whole game. You can part it out. And I typically have some luck with that. Plus, you don't have to really store it. It's not huge. You can just put it all in little bags and in another little box somewhere. And this little end cap was the pink and purple end cap. I think this was just a sunglass holder or eyeglass holder, but didn't really, look at that cart busting out. Half of that came home with me and half of it didn't. This aisle has a lot of their odds and ends, some candle holders, some coasters, some little plants. This was a giant stamp. It was pretty interesting. But I didn't get that. We're going to leave that for another crafty person, because I am not crafty at all. Lots of just doodads, and you know, this is like what's in your hall closet. You just bring it to the Goodwill and you drop it off. These carrots have seen better days. The idea is cute, but they have seen better days. This, more over here. Plasticware, storageware, you know, like your pseudo Tupperware and your plastic bowls. This aisle is very, very busy. There's a lot of stuff on all the shelves, and again, you have to take your time and go through to see if you can find anything that you can flip. And it just, sometimes by the time I get to this aisle, I get a little overwhelmed because I've been focusing so much on the glassware and the home decor aisle. But I do try to give it a good good look through. There's some lamps over there. They do usually have a nice variety of furniture, reasonably priced. And on the back wall, ooh, look at that, $49.99 for all of that. I think it was Mikasa china. That was different, little storage thing. And this huge pie, $14.99, Treasure Craft. That's what I thought that butterfly back there was, Treasure Craft. But that was huge. It was a big piece. It only had a little tiny chip. Oops, had to check that out. The table was interesting. I didn't notice that till just now. So we're just going to go back and go through the books. Look at that. I didn't even see that little ironwork piece. Man, I like that. I know that won't be there when I go back. Huh. I should have picked it up, but I didn't even see it. So it's always interesting that I see things in the video that I don't see when I'm there. And I'm looking really hard. I'm trying to see things that I can flip. Oh, look at that. A little ceramic Christmas tree base. Not in the frame. Huh. There it is. I even asked if they had the Christmas tree to go with it, and they did not. So maybe that already sold. You know, maybe they sometimes put things out separately, or maybe the tree broke. It's amazing that this survived. But I did get that. I did certainly get that. Over here are the bigger toy aisle, and then more furniture. They do have a lot of stuff in here. Let's see what we can find over there. Home appliances, don't usually look at that. Picture frames, sometimes you can find that. This was pretty. It was just like a piece of fabric, and then they framed it, but they were each $4.99. There was 2 of them. You know, if I already didn't have other stuff in my cart, I might have picked those up, and maybe I should have picked them up. Maybe you can tell me I should have picked them up, and I might go back and see if they're still there. But I don't know. So I left them, and they always have, whoops. Oops, okay, now we're back. And here we are looking at the Christmas decorations. I've seen because I look in other people's carts when I go by, they had bags of decorations, and they weren't that expensive, but I think all of the good bags were picked through, because I didn't see any. They look like a little hobbyist piece, little Christmas ashtray. So, you know, that probably was a little bit old. Nice little church. If I put it in frame, we both will know how much it costs. It's probably $4.99. We'll just say I didn't get that, because I just didn't want to list it. Didn't make me happy. A couple of snowmen, another egg cup with the egg. I think it was part of someone's Easter collection. And some St. Patrick's Day lights, but you can also use as Christmas lights if you needed. What are these? Little sparkles. Little home decor, little children playing in the snow. So yeah, you can see that they have, you know, all the normal stuff that you usually find. This was Pioneer Woman. Oh, and how much was it? I don't know, because I didn't show you the price. But I didn't pick it up. It's probably $2.99. We'll go with that. Yep. So a lot of Christmas decor coming out. Those were cute. Those were public Santas. Not bad for those. Those were little napkin rings. $2.99 for that set. Still in the box. Probably not a bad deal. But I didn't get it. Candle. I have enough candles. I didn't get that either. So we're going to keep looking. And what are we going to see? Just more Christmas, this and that, odds and ends Christmas decorations here. Just not a lot that I saw. This little mug, it was also $2.99, but you know it's vintage. It has a little speckles, probably made in Japan, and if they had the whole set, I probably would have picked them up. Really pretty, but the rest of the mugs, you know, they were so-so. I remember when they used to be like 69 cents or 79 cents, but now they're all $2.99. That's the new price on mugs at Goodwill. So, little out of my league when it comes to flipping. Some more measuring spoons, measuring cups, and well, I'm just, ooh. Our little shopping trip is about to wind down. I'm just going down this cookware aisle one last time. I think I've been down it at least once before today. But, you know, they're putting out stuff really rapidly this time of day, and I didn't know that. Okay, those were cute, but they were plastic. But this was interesting. It's Pyrex, or Corningware. It had the black and white tulips. I did check it out, but it was, the bigger casseroles were a lot more desirable with a lid. This did not have a lid. This was probably a $12.99 that they were selling for on eBay, and those were the listed, not the solds. Cute little piece of white Fenton, but it was $3. So I am back home. It's now Thursday. Yesterday I was at the Goodwill and I took you shopping with me, but let me show you what I picked up at the Goodwill. This is the bottom of a ceramic Christmas tree, a little light. It could be vintage, it could be brand new. I don't know, but you know, I think it might be a little bit older. You know what? I don't know, but I got it, and I'm going to go ahead and list that. I had to pull this out of the bag and unwrap it. I picked this up Mr. Teapot. Who doesn't need that in their life? Right? And the cup is signed Lenny Mudd. I mean, Lenny Mudd is a thing. And he does, for his sites, that site does sell these. I did not see a green one. They did have white. So maybe this is like a unicorn, Mr. T. I don't know. Let me unwrap some more for you. Hourglass. So cute. I don't know how long it is or how long it takes. I'll have to time it, but it's just one piece. Joined right there. Really pretty. Okay, let me undig something else. This little gem was hiding on the plate row. They just shove all their plates there, and that's fine. It gives me something to hunt for, but I like that. The greens, and it's a little souvenir trinket tray from the Space Needle in Seattle. Who wouldn't want that? And I did pick up this butterfly. It's like drip ceramic, and I think it's a hobbyist piece, but yellow was the sticker of the day. I mean, it may not be a hobbyist piece. Who knows? But it's really nice. Super cute. All right, so what else did we get? I went ahead and picked this up. I thought about it. I thought, ooh, this looks like another hobbyist piece. And I do like it. Looks like a real elongated Easter egg. But on the back, it's signed M. Moto. And M. Moto is a legit artist that does work like this. I haven't looked it up price-wise, but once I saw that M. Moto was a legit thing, I went ahead and put that in the cart. Then there was this bag of vintage buttons. I've sold buttons before, but these are just, yeah, it's $5.99, but I think it's was really worth it. I haven't taken them out and gone through them all yet. But I'm excited to do just that. Some are made in Japan. When I take them out, I'll show you. I will share that. I wanted to share my favorite thing I found at Goodwill yesterday was this green depression glass cake plate. Ooh. Oh Lordy, I'll take that out with one hand. It had some chips on it, but I didn't care because I knew this would be its new home. When it's sitting in the glass case, nobody can see the chips. There's no cracks, just a few chips. So it's a perfect addition to my uranium glass collection. And then I have some Halloween lights down there, but you know, I have to work on that. So it's my haul from Goodwill from yesterday. It's a little bit late getting this video up today, but I wanted to share with you that a few cute things that I found. I went later on in the afternoon to this Goodwill, and it's the same Goodwill that I usually go to. And I was really surprised at what they had on the shelf and what I could actually, or I think I can flip it, and what I found. It was good. Usually I go first thing in the morning, and it's like a mad dash with all the other thrifters, but this was different. So maybe, you know, try that in your area. Go later in the afternoon or a different time of the day. Might work out. All right, I think that's it for now. All right, bye. See you later.